Hello everyone, Blue Star Saber once again here to discuss One Piece after nearly 2 weeks since One Piece was on a break for a week, so I figured I got time to review this chapter, but it's nearly close to chapter 1017, so I figured it's time that I now review chapter 1016, It's Me, Otama. Let's see, the cover page is, of course, trying to use trying to perform new jutsu while avoiding spears with a cat from the looks of things, which is actually kind of funny. Let's see, but yeah. But anyway, we get the Wano capitals. We're back to the Wano capital. We're getting all the people celebrating all that stuff, and we see Otama there with I've forgotten his name, but Tama's master, if you will, mentor, if you will, the guy that's been holding on to like Momo's and Zoro's swords for a bit and all that stuff. But yeah, as they're watching the fire burn brightly, and she's wondering if her dad can see it. I should probably comment that the SBS of the latest volume that Oda has revealed that Otama is actually an adopted daughter of Yashi, of Lord Yashi. So it's like not a biological one, but he found her and all that stuff. But she found her as a baby and decided to raise her as his daughter and that stuff. And apparently that he never ate a smile fruit. He just decided to keep on smiling, which is rather tragic. Whether or not this information will ever come to the actual manga itself remains to be clear, but it's in the SBS volumes, so I guess that means it's canon, since it's not one of the more jokey questions. But yeah. But yeah, there's a bit towards the clear sky. Of course, as we know, Omishikishima is closing in, landing on, the flower capital of Wano, reminding us of the stakes that are going to happen. Anyway, we cut to the CP0 with them commenting on even though Straw Hat was supposedly dead, no one's surrendering. And they've commented on about how, another 5,000 soldiers have been lost in the battle. The difference of strength now is 24,000 versus 3,000. So it's like those are the casualties. It is because there's 27,000 and then 5,000 when they last spoke. However, due to Queen's actions, all the pleasures and waiters in the performance floor are now rebelling against Queen, making the numbers 7,000 against 20,000. Since 4,000 soldiers had turned to the other side, making it 20,000 versus 7,000. Nearly making, the samurai and the pirate alliance, the Ninja Minx pirate samurai alliance, have half the forces that Kaido's men have and all that stuff, with Orochi, samurai ninja. Which they comment it's a surprising balance between the two sides, and it's impossible to predict now. So they're just following how the tide is going on, but we're getting more of those fritzy frogs. But we get to cut to the scene where we got the frog that Momosuke was speaking with, looking around, which gets the communicator girl, the squirrel girl thing. I forgot her name is. Sorry. Believing that Momosuke has fallen, is now with one of the homing, sort of like a horse gifter, saying that they now need to announce it to the battlefield, as this will cost the samurai to lose their morale and stuff. And she's just about to do it. Meanwhile, the scene switches to Usopp and Nami and Otama walking, with them wondering how it was Usopp wondering if he just created a living weapon with the climate battalion. Though Nami points out that it's Zeus, as Zeus talks about how just as his soul is being sucked in, and Nami was reaching out for a climate tact, due to the fact that Hera also had it in her mouth. He instantly went inside the thing and become a living weapon, and is able to morph and stuff as he's been reborn. But Nami's not exactly pleased with the idea, as Zeus remembers that Nami hasn't fully forgiven her. Let's see, but at the same time, he cannot leave without Big Mom's power. So anyway, they're just as they're reaching the stage, they're about to give the order and all that stuff. They need time to give the order to, turn the smile users. Let's see, against the Beast Pirates. Meanwhile, they're just like. Meanwhile, they actually run into like a Bo. I finally found the name. Bohong's just about to make an announcement of Momosuke's supposed death. However, just as Usopp's about to possibly attack, he gets headbutted again by Uti, who's revealed that she has not been completely knocked down by Big Mom's attack. And she's grabbed Otama and it's blamed her for like all the reason their subordinates are betraying each other and how she's manipulated Big Mom to harm Pepe and she's like going to make her pay for that. However, Nami is not having that as she's launching her climate attack with Zeus transforming into a mace, I believe, which hits, Otama in the head. Let's see, so Zeus says that she can now help out Nami. And he also comments that while she's really tough on the surface, she probably took a massive damage from like Big Mom's attack, so one good lightning blast should knock her out. Let's see. However, Nami refuses to do it while she's grabbing holding of Otama, with Usopp using his special attack Green Star, using Sasagro to move Otama away from Uti. This allows Nami to go ahead with his attack, with Nami now using the Weather Egg. Though Zeus would rather be called a new name since Zeus was his old one. Nami, I think, goes with the name Fluff or Cotton, depending which translation, which it seems to be Flush. However, Zeus still, despite saying I want a different name, says, "I am the mighty Zeus, right arm of Nami, prepare to pour." Well, Nami just goes like, "Fine, let's go." Zeus is like, "I gave you a new name, but you're sticking to your old one." And she uses a lightning blast, however, Uti dodge, but however, Zeus makes certain that Nami cannot. Attacks do not miss, so he changes directions and hits Uti, knocking her out. With her finally down to the count as Miss Barahong accidentally let slip that. Uti just went down. And that also page 1, her brother, was knocked down just before now, and that 2 of the Tokiroto are now out of the fight. Shocking all the members of the Beast Pirates are there, which has never happened before. With like the horse, Beast Pirate, they're saying, "You're still on speaker, Barahong," and it's like she's like, "Oh no, I wasn't supposed to let this go out," as the other 3 remaining members of the Flying Six that are still loyal to Kaido are in shock at hearing about this thing, since now the Beast Pirates have now lost half their Flying Six members, their elite headliners and all that stuff. And Barahong is now captured by Usopp. But they figured out that since she seems to be some sort of speaker, so Otama can talk for her, and communicates. It's like, "Okay, it's me, Otama," with some people going like, with the 3 smile users she had control of before, going like, "That's her, it's Master." With Sanjay wondering like, Otama, and you get a brief scene of like Law's Heart Pirates, the 3 main members fighting on the battlefield as they were there. So it's like Sanji wondering what's wrong with why Otama's calling and that stuff. So yeah. As we see a scene of like Queen's battlefield in the battlefield between Sanji versus Queen. Meanwhile, we're back to the top of Onigashima, and Kaido is being confronted by his son Yamato. Him saying that Straw Hat's dead and like Momosuke is gone. So, like, all the people that was important for the fight are now gone. It says that let's see, Yamato failed to protect them. Now it's telling them to go. Let's see, saying that Yamato cannot leave. However, Yamato says that he's going to leave the sea with Luffy, but only after he's driven Kaido out of Wano. However, Kaido seems to be more news. Let's see, but yeah, because he's here because of, let's see, there's something important of Wano, and there's no way he can defeat it. So you might as well just stay here being a shogun of Wano, as he says. But Yamato refuses, even though he cannot win. Luffy is the man that Koshiro Oden was waiting for, and until he returns, Yamato's going to hold off Kaido until that happens, and Kaido don't think that to be too easy as they clash, and you can see the hockey in the air, and of course the chapter isn't, let's see, on the break until this week. Okay, first of all, I want to comment is I like the fact that we finally got confirmation on the fact that let's see, that about the current casualty numbers and the current numbers of forces that we have in Omegashima, because it's nice that we're getting updates as the battle goes on and on and on. As we got like the first issue, 30,000 versus 5,400, and then it was like 27,000 versus 5,000, and now it's 20,000 versus 7,000. As due to Queen's actions, let's see, a large number of the Beast Pirates, at least 4,000, have defected to like let's see, from Kaido's side to like the Alliance's side, which if they had their full forces. They had the starter thing would have been 9,000, so nearly a third of, let's see, of what Kaido's initial forces are. But now, let's see, but not when, let's see, though granted it would have been 26,000 versus 9,000 if that was the case. But no, it's not. But now we see that due to the actions of Queen, let's see, Kaido's forces have lost. Let's see, a third of their military might due to either, let's see, defeats, betrayals, and all that stuff. And the Straw Hat Ninja Mink Samurai Alliance thing now has nearly half of their forces due to new recruitments. And not to mention with Otama, let's see, Otama's ability, that number's probably going to increase up to a few more hundred since there's 500 Smile users in the Beast Pirates. But how much of that numbers are, I do not know, but yeah. But if the things went a bit more smoothly for the Beast Pirates, it would have been 2,000. It would have been 24,000 versus 3,000, which is, I believe, is let's see, 8 times the amount of forces the Beast Pirates would have had with the allies and all that stuff. Granted, it's interesting that the CP0 still thinks that Luffy's like still, dead and all that stuff, despite Momonosuke saying that he's alive, so we're taking that for as it is. Anyway, before that, I should probably comment on the Fire Festival. It's nice seeing, let's see, a bit more update on that as we see Robin's, let's see, Orion mentor there. And we see that Otama and Okato and Tama's master is there, which Ritzy now raises sort of like the personal stakes for it. Well, not the stakes were raised before Ritzy for like the alliance to beat Kaido before this island crashes, but now there's like a personal stake for like those in the Ritzy for the fandom, I guess, that want to see that, like Otoku is like, oh my gosh, if the alliance doesn't, stop Kaido before this lands on the capital, Otoku might be one of the casualties that dies in it. Now, granted, it's probably not going to happen, but it raises the stakes since there are a few characters that we know that are there in the capital of Wano. And it's nice to know that she's hoping that her dad is watching the fires and all that stuff. So yeah. Anyway, I like that we finally got a bit of an explanation that yes, it is Zeus that is alive, and for the And for the members discussing with Retrospect Greg about, whether or not, Zeus was dying, and neither of us believe that. And yes, this fully 100% confirms it, even though the previous chapter kind of did, really. But yeah, it's Zeus. If anyone had any doubts, which I don't think many did, really. But yeah, but it's explained that due to Nami putting the climate tap, being in Hera's mouth, Zeus was able to slip inside it and merge with it and all that stuff. Granted, Zeus has realized that Nami hasn't really forgiven her, but can't leave because it can only move through Mama for Big Mom's powers, and Nami still hasn't quite fully forgiven him. However, they put aside their differences when they meet Bar Hosen, who's just about to announce that Momosuke is supposedly dead. And if that happened, it would break up all the samurai's morale. All that stuff, because, well, the whole point is to make him shogun this whole raid and all that stuff. However, Uchi is revealed to not be knocked out, which I'm glad that she wasn't taken down by Big Mom, because I did want Nami to be the one to take her down. Granted, Big Mom, granted, she's been massively damaged by Big Mom, so yes, Nami's technically taken her down with a bit of help from Big Mom, but still, it's nice to see that. But yeah, I do like how Uchi is still as ruthless as ever, trying to take out Otama, since she's realized she's the one responsible for their subordinates betraying them, and Big Mom taking out Page 1, or her Pei, if you will, her brother and all that stuff. So yeah. This chapter also confirms that Page 1 is permanently knocked out from when Big Mom punched him, which I'm sort of still a bit disappointed in the fact that Page 1 was taken down by Big Mom rather than Usopp. But then again, I guess Oda probably felt like, okay, since Page 1, we already saw Page 1 fight Sanji back in Act 2 of Wano. There's no need to see him fight in Act 3 and all that stuff. But I guess, at the very least, you did see Usopp fight him for briefly a bit and all that stuff. But at least Usopp was able to assist Nami in this fight when he rescued Otama. When he rescued Otama from Uchi, which allowed Nami to attack with Zeus, which has now become both a shape-shifting weapon and still used the elemental lightning attacks and all that stuff, which allows Uchi to be defeated. So yeah. So So Usopp did at least do support role in these two in the fights against Page 1 and Uchi. So all right, fine. I would have liked a full-on win, but it looks like that's not going to be the case, since I guess Sugar, though that's not really a full-on confrontational fight, really. Though I guess you could counter Baby 5 and Buffalo, though that was mostly Frankie doing the work there. But I guess it's that fisherman he fought on Fisherman Island. But still, I don't know. I'm still hoping for we'll eventually get a one-on-one Usopp fight again, but that's probably not going to be until the Blackbeard sniper. But heck, oh well. But anyway, I like how it seems like Zeus and Nami are just now working together as a team, as Zeus is now fully committed to Nami since Big Mom abandoned her, and I guess Nami's just accepted because now she's got this new power-up thing. I do like how Zeus wants the new name, and she gives him one of a Fluff or Cotton, depending on the scanlation, but I think it's Fluff from the canon. But Zeus immediately goes back to his original name, so it's what was the point? So it's kind of funny, but who knows, perhaps eventually you'll permanently go back to go to Fluff, but we'll have to wait and see. But due to Bar Hosen, forgetting that she's still kind of the mic's still on, ends up revealing that 2 of the Topiropo are defeated, meaning that half the Topiropo's forces are gone since Drake defected to the Alliance's side, since he's a Marine spy and all that stuff. So this is definitely a damper on the Beast Pirates' morale, shocking the other members of the Topiropo and or the Flying Six. and definitely shocking all the Beast Pirates, and they're now panicking and all that stuff. And before that, there can be any more, let's see, before anything can be cleared up, let's see, Bahan gets captured, and since by Usopp, and now they're using her to, let's see, have Otama communicate through the communication to activate all the small users who have eaten her dango fruit, which means for the Beast Pirates, it's just about to get worse, as more slime users will defect to the Straw Hat side and start probably attacking their now former allies and all that stuff. So yeah, Sanji, which though granted, Sanji's a bit surprised, though heck, no, he still seems to be fighting against Queen, so it's nice to see that. And it's nice to see like Law's main trio and his crew are still also up about fighting. But I think we're probably going to be mostly, besides the highlight, besides Nami's confirmed new power up and all that stuff, and the members of the Flying Six have been beaten, is the confrontation between Kaido and Yamato. And despite the fact that Yamato's completely going mutiny against Kaido, Kaido's just more of amused in it and still plans to have Yamato become Shogun, and just mocking Yamato for his failure to protect Momonosuke and Luffy. However, Yamato is convinced that Luffy will return, and that Yamato is going to go out to sailing to seas with him, as he's the one that Oden's waiting for. So, for many people, this seems to be the confirmation that Yamato is going to be joining the Straw Hats. Though we have to wait and see to the end of the arc, I assume, which I am kind of hoping for. Granted, it seems for many saying that Carrot has lost her chance, though I am still kind of, since she failed to beat Pespero, but I'm still waiting to see what happens with her, and I'm still kind of hoping that both her and Yamato join the Straw Hats, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see by the end of this thing. But but I'm liking the fact that Yamato and Kaido are finally clashing, and it seems Kaido's immediately going in his hybrid form rather than his dragon form, and they fight and it seems to be Haki. Now, whether or not that means she has Conqueror's Haki or not, we do not know. It wouldn't be surprising, since Yamato is Kaido's child, but we'll just have to wait and see on Sunday and all that stuff. Overall, I give this chapter a 9 out of 10. Let's see. Great update. Let's see. Nice to know we have updates on like numbers of both sides have due to the betrayals and defections and casualties and all that stuff. Let's see. The Straw Hat side have nearly half the forces that Kaido's side has. Not to mention with the upcoming defections that are probably going to happen with the small users with Otama, and the way they're going to broadcast it to like all the areas of all the places of all the pirates have been eating dango, her dango and all that stuff. I like how, let's see, the defeat of the Topiropo has been accidentally broadcasted. I like how, let's see, Seuss is now fully committed to working with Nami and all that stuff. And I like how Nami and Usopp were able to take down Uti together, though granted it was more of just Usopp just getting Otama out of the way, but still, it's nice to see that. And of course, the Yamato-Kaido clash about to begin. Whether or not we'll fully see this fight, who knows? I know most people are hoping to see her in the tiger form. But overall, that's all I have to say. I'm Blue Star Saber, signing off.